waiting on you, dude.
Alright.
All mine.
Oh, Bonobo's playing.
Dominating ONS. Holy shit. Unacceptable shit.
That
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Nova. Nova.
Over.
Dire's top
The
tower
nets.
has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
For this, I gave up
Dire's middle tower is under
So which team is this? Versus what team?
Dire's top barracks. Dire's
it's
top
the Ozfortress
barracks
Allstars
has-
versus the
Radiant
Hayzestack.
now have mega creeps.
So the Hayzestack is the one on the right or one on the left?
The one on the right.
Okay.
So, I really hope they
Dire's middle tower has
get the
fallen.
names right. But yeah, Pooh's obviously bulk from the
Dire's
AA
agent
from
is under
Avatar.
attack. Dire's structures
I
are
don't, how do you pronounce his name?
What?
Is his XYZ IZ? How would you pronounce that?
Sizes.
Sizes, okay.
Radiant victory.
And Ozfortress All-Star. And Nice, Pooh, and Bonobo. Alright, we have All-Style, No Substance, a Mouse, the thing itself, and Zen. And the last player is a Join Slot.
Okay. Very effective player.
Can I change this? Can I change this? I can't. I can change it to like bot. I'm not
Bit of
gonna,
bot.
I can't do it. Kudu! Woohoo!
Oh, please. Okay.
Did the stream started?
Yeah, we're all good to go.
Can we make Luna references, jokes throughout the entire cast? Yeah, I mean, oh, atrocious. That's Kodu. Fair enough.
Okay, so Haze is all style, no substance.
That's not Haze. That's a koala, mate. I don't know who the thing is. Is that something? No fucking idea.
The thing itself is actually the thing itself.
Wow, bro, that's a nice meme.
Okay.
Please, no meme arena.
Okay, Euro's the guy in the blue. Euro's blue.
Alright, fair enough. Euro, nice guy, jerk, whatever his alias is.
I'm not sure who Nice is.
Let's go, let's go.
Okay, so hello and welcome to the ONS Dota2 Cup. This is some Group A action. I'm joined by Dai. How are you, Dai?
Hello, I'm doing alright, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. And we've got the Hayzestack, or the Coyote Cowboys, versus the Ozfortress All-Star team.
Very
And
quick
Ronda
ban
in the
here.
draft. Yeah.
A
Not
little
sure what
bit
you think.
Razor and a timer right away. Definitely don't want to deal with the pushes. Poker for Magi first pick. I think he's pretty good with first pick. And for Radiant we have Invoker and Doom banning out right away. This doesn't tell much, but we'll have to see what Radiant first pick is. Obviously they got 2 picks. Thinking a little bit there.
So we did have the coin toss beforehand, and Ozfortress All-Star team winning the toss, choosing to go Radiant as opposed to first pick. So maybe they have some shots up here. Some people still like the dire advantage of a Lycan or something, so maybe might see a Lycan for Coyote Cowboys. But yeah, opting for Radiant first, and they go for the 2 heroes. So looking for some nice team fight, looking to lay down that ice path, that macro player, and really with Coyote Cowboys banning up the big team fight ultimate and the Tide Hunter and the nice push in the Razor. Maybe they're just looking to go some pickoffs with the Soga, but we'll have to see. And the Visage comes out for the Radiant team. How do you think of this?
Well, they could combo it with, say, a Drow. Decision Drow, obviously very good partners. That just takes out building and heroes, whatever or not, with her precision aura. Works very well with each other. Oh, the Drow band comes right down, so Coyote Cowboys doesn't want to deal with that. Bristleback, very tanky hero. But generally, a Bristleback is an off-lane sort of player though. Rarely you see him in the carry role. Since there are a lot of better options, I guess. But we'll see.
Yeah, so probably going to be the offlaner for this Bristleback, but they still have their options open. Could be a position 1. We've seen some rare position 2, as in mids for the Bristleback, but it's probably going to be position 1 or a solo offlane, but we'll have to see how that goes. Pretty good in tri lanes as well. Able to get those call stacks up and just good for fighting. But the Brew Bank comes out for the Coyote Cowboys, so a bit scared of the team fight, how it's getting the Jakiro. Could have set up for some ice pass with some tornadoes, but not going to have any of it. And the Terrorblade ban comes out for the Ozfortress All-Star team, so kind of concerned about the push. Even though they have banned out themselves some of the more team fighter orientated heroes with a push, still concerned about this full protect run with the Terrorblade. So the Drow's out of the pool. What do you think would be a good carry for Ozfortress All-Stars?
Grand Protector. Pick. It's hard to say at this stage, because we still haven't seen what the mids are. We still haven't seen. Well, Bristleback is potentially the off lane, but if Bristleback were to be the carry, you need some sort of things that can kite him around. And IO, so Bristleback's gonna be buffed up, he's gonna be healed. IO just go well with every core, actually. Really hard to find a core that IO does not go well with. Maybe one of those maybe int heroes, but that's about it. Lina. So that could be the mid Lina, carry Lina. That works well too. Or Trian could be a carry, but it's very rare. Is meta.
Yep. Assuming the IO is paired with a Bristleback for the most point, you're probably gonna have a Lina to burst down the IO. You really
10 seconds remaining.
Sure the Quill Strays stack up, but it's kind of hard to deal with a Bristleback if he's being buffed by the IO. So maybe just burst down the IO first and then deal with the Bristle. So maybe that's the idea for this Lina pick. But some pretty decent synergy with the Visage stuns, helps you to land a good Light Strike array, helps you set up for a nice macro pyre. Yeah, some pretty good synergy with the Ozfortress All-Star team, but still looking for their carry. Have to see what they want to go for that.
Tiny is still in the pool.
Tiny's still
Because
yeah.
they chose to ban out the Viper, would obviously go very well with the Bristleback. Just slow things down and Bristleback with his knot works well together as well.
Yeah, could be a good option. Could
You
just
don't
have
want
the dual-
everything. You don't want all your cores to be melee based though.
Yeah.
You want
Who do you think the mid would be for Ozfortress Allstars at this point?
Puck would be pretty good. Puck's kind of hard to gank if you have woods and you see people coming.
Oh, okay. So you don't think it's on the draft yet? Maybe it could be a position 1 Jakiro. Is that how you feel? Or?
I'm talking about Coyote Cowboys at the moment.
okay.
For mid. Lena could mid very well. She's a bit squishier, and you use Treant's armor to buff her up. That could be quite good.
Yeah.
So she can survive some more gank. Necrophos for Coyote Cowboys.
Radiant team.
Yeah, just looking to delete that hero. Maybe take this later and just build some really nice sort of Aghanims draft with this Necrophos. But if they're wanting to, they're probably going to want a sort of a harder carry. At the moment, they're looking to take this kind of early. But some nice synergy with the IO as well. Gives them another ganking partner.
For Ozfortress All-Star team so
10
far,
seconds
the draft
remaining.
is leaning towards the early to mid game, where
5
Lena
seconds
bursts can just kill
remaining.
anybody. If you leave it, if you
Reserve time.
go a little bit later, it wouldn't suit that draft very, very well. At this moment, you have a potential killing just on the Lena.
Yeah.
And the Visage had some power, some chasing power, some split push power, but that's about it.
Radiant team.
You've got decent push on the Ozfortress All-Star team with the birds and the Jakiro, but they go silencer, so it's probably a position 1 silencer, I would say. Maybe just looking for that Ags refresher build. Do you feel that's how it's going to be?
It felt like Ozfortress All-Star was forced to go silencer, to be honest, because IO can just make ganking and make pushes to be so much more powerful, because IO could just relocate everybody in,
5
and
seconds
you don't really have
remaining.
a mechanism to sort of deal with the mobility that's coming out from the Coyote Cowboys.
10 seconds remaining.
Silencer works great at every level,
5 seconds remaining.
but he's like definitely struggling for damage for sure. We have a Morphling, so decent late game there for the Coyote Cowboys. Bristleback is going to be their tank, going to explode in the mid game. Necrophos can be the same. He won't go very late, and the Morphling, given the farm, can go very, very late.
Okay. So we see the game started. Yep. Yeah, I would agree. I'd probably say this Hayzestack probably has the advantage in the late game. we see Ozfortress All-Stars trying to maybe draw a dick on the mini map, but the game is live. And for Ozfortress All-Stars, we have Bulka's Poo on the Jakiro. Nice, I believe this is Euro on the carry silencer, what looks to be. Bonobo taking out the Visage. I might be wrong on Euro. This Train Protector looking to go top. Hasn't bought any wards or, but he's just he's going top. Looks to probably be a support. And yeah, Lena. Okay, so Lena is going to mid lane. You're right, and that's going to be taken up by Ziz.
So that's going to be a position 1 silencer, it looks like. Some early Mantle of Intelligence for that last hitting. There is going to be a fight in the jungle soon, but Ozfortress All-Star shouldn't take it here because they only have 2, and
30
they
seconds
can clearly
to
see
battle.
a lot more coming from the Coyote Cowboys. Early plant wards there, just going to block everything. I think that the silencer might have got a glimpse of it, so he might move away just in the nick of time. And that is going to be like an offlane Train Protector maybe, with Bonobo supporting on the Visage. And okay, on the Dire side we have Mouse,
Begins.
Ogre Magi supporting. Then is going to be the safe lane Necrophos.
They won't know.
Atrocious mid on the Morphling. Probably gonna be paired with Haze on the IO mid as well.
Yep.
They're gonna leave Bristleback to his own devices down bottom. Already have a stout shield and heaps up regen, so he should be fine.
And we see Io just rushing the bottle, just as you would expect. Do you think there's probably going to be double bottle scenarios coming out for this Morphling Io lane?
At this stage, in this current meta at least, because you have 2 rune spawns, so you definitely want that bottle. I buffed the IO quite a bit. So that'd be a mistake if they end up not getting the bottle on the on haste for sure.
Yeah. And we see, top, it's not going to be just a solo train, they're going to run the Visage support up there as well. Oh, sorry, the Visage. Are they just sharing farm, you would say? It looks, Visage has no last hits, Train has 2 last hits, so maybe it's fun. Oh, okay, so they kill the Necrophos, yeah. Just leech seed into what looks to be, it was just a grave chill, so the burst coming down is taking out this Necrophos, and yeah, the first kill on the board for Ozfortress Allstars.
Yeah, Necrophos probably underestimating the 90 base damage of the Treant Protector there. And then Bonobo's skill Soul Assumption, so that's going to be even more deadlier as times goes on, when you just hit a couple of times, leech seed into a Soul Assumptions when people take enough damage. And actually Bristleback was forced to use his health potion, healing salve very early into the game.
Oh, another trade going up top, and we just see Visage taking out the Necrophos and Ogre trading back with the Visage, so Visage gets the kill and the experience for it, but yeah.
That's definitely worth it.
Yeah, worth it. And
oh, mouse.
we're going on this Ogre. A lot of aggression coming up here.
Although Treant doesn't have his leech seed, so it looks like he can't be fine. He's gonna be fine.
Gonna be okay, but a lot of action going up top, and we just see the early Bassi coming out for the Visage, just wants those early stats. In mid, Ziz is being pressured a bit on this laner, but he does have a fair decent bit of CS. 7 to the Morphling's 10.
Oh,
and Morphling's very low here, does get out. Meanwhile, there's a bit of a pressure on this top tower by the Hayzestack, and yeah, Bonobo's on his Visage is just being pressured back. The Glyph is forced for the Radiance, so if the early push comes again, they're not going to have that to defend.
Bottom lane is going very well for the Radiant side here. 16 last hit for Silencer, and 2 still for the Bristleback, so definitely a win there for the Ozfortress Allstars.
The Bristle is level 3 though, so he is getting his levels in at least. But yeah, you're right. Just getting that CS advantage.
I'm surprised. Silencer went 2 points in Glaives instead of 1 point in Last Word and 1 point in Curse of the Silent instead. I guess he wanted to help him last hit. He bought a Null Talisman, so that's going to the last hit department there. But if you go Last Word into Curse of Silent, Bristleback, it's not for him to do. He's burning through all of his regen, and his stout shield doesn't prove to be good enough versus magical damage here.
Yeah, only 2 Tangers left, and there's looks like there's going to be an engage at the top rune. Sizz on his laner does secure a haste rune, but
middle tower is under attack.
yeah, just this IO just pressuring him out a little bit.
Bonobo's low. That's gonna be
He's going to be okay. He's got the
living armor up.
living armor, and does pop the salve, so lack of regen on this Visage now, but as well as the Train Protector, but oh yeah, Ogre and the next Necrophos does have a little bit, so 2 for 1 still, just on the board.
Denied.
And yeah, this Silencer still getting ahead with this Morphling, who has had the IO support, but it is a safe lane Silencer. And up top lane, like you're farming the Necrophos, I guess, but it's just probably not quite as good as the Silencer. I guess it's kind of equal. How do you see that going into this late game?
Well, it looks like Ozfortress All-Star already won 2 of their lanes, one
True.
being top and the other being bottom. And from the mid, let's check out the last hit. Actually, about even, but Morphling was sharing experience with the Io. Actually, they're going in mid at the moment. Nice dodge there.
Away.
Leaving armor up is just gonna be so annoying to deal with this this tree.
Yeah.
And in the bottom lane, like Bristleback without this is not like a heavily melee lineup, and in a stretch of the imagination. So he has gonna have like a cloak or something. He can't just go bare Bristleback and hope to contribute a lot, because they can just lock him down so much easier with all the last hit plus the devastating last word and Curse of the Silent. That's gonna coming out soon when the Silencer gets his level. Level 5 on him already,
Yep.
by the way. So
Yeah, he's
once
getting close to
Global
the
Silence coming up, they're gonna be look to gank, say the Morphling. Very good target.
We see a smoke
Necrophos.
rotation for them. Jakiro going mid, looking for a nice path, but looks like Atrocious is fairly back near his tower. Might find the Io though, but no, he's just wrapping towards his tower. Maybe this Jakiro is going to go top. Oh, sorry, it's an invis, not a smoke. And wrapping around the tower, see if he can get an angle. No, he's just going to back off.
Not sure what he was doing there. I thought he was going for the courier, but he didn't bother to check the lanes at all. He just it's gonna rotate top all of a sudden, because Science is pretty well off, and there's nothing that the Bristleback can potentially do to.
Visage has his 6 and he's going on this Ogre. Trent gets the last word off and they're going to take it out. Nice stun by the Familiar. And
The only one here.
yeah, just killing that Ogre there. It's always getting nice.
Akira could just look to start pushing this tower with his Liquid Fire being level 2.
They're going on Ziz mid, but he has the Trent. He has living armor, so he's going to be okay. Forced back to base though, looks like. So Morphing's going to get an easy time even easier time in this mid lane. And yeah, they are pressuring this tower, as you said. Level 2 up in Liquid Fire, so they can do a decent bit of damage here.
That's gonna force Ozfortress All-Star back. They're not gonna bother to defend. Necrophos is up there, Alarmus is level 5, no Reaper side even, so nothing really that can really do. They're rotating the mid, the IO down bottom.
Looking for a kill on the Silencer maybe. Yeah, stun him up with the Ogre
That'd be a
stun.
really nice kill, but unfortunately there's nobody else in there, so he can't do any more damage. Silence into last word. Kill the IO potentially here. Yeah, IO coming back, and that's a
Silencer might
mistake.
die here though. He gets the kill, but oh, he pops the wand. Is he going to get out?
Unlikely that he can get. Oh, actually, but no,
Nice
TP'd
rotation.
in.
Yeah, they've rotated the Treant and the Visage in, so that just deters this dire team. And yeah, they're forced to back off. They did get the top tier 1 tower. So first tower of the game goes to Ozfortress All-Stars, and it's pretty good. They're doing nicely. This Morphling is going for the Midas. He's got his recipe now, and like 100 gold off his gauntlets. So decent farm up on this Morphling.
They're putting everything into this Morphling here. He gonna need to carry his team at the later game if they can hold on. But everything is upon the Morphling shoulders since they lost mid and top. So oh my god, he just did that. He went in with the Laguna Blade, followed up with a Dragon Slave. Morphling only have 700 HP. Since all he has is basically a Wraith Band, he tried to go for a Hand of Midas, basically naked, like without boots or anything, and he got punished right away. But it looks like that once he get up, he only have like a few hundred golds until his Midas, and he can start rushing for boots and other miscellaneous items. Ogre is still level 5, but no multicast yet, so looks like they're rotating down bottom.
Yeah, and we see the
Yeah, that
Silencer.
would be very nice.
Silencer's got 50 last hits, so even though Morphling is going to Midas, he does have the early CS advantage. 1200 gold up on him. Could be looking for an early mech. Maybe they are looking to take their second tier 1 tower of the game, but probably, I think it's going to be an Ags, but we'll have to see what he wants to go for. Probably knows this might go late, but trying to just pressure these towers down as fast as they can. Birds coming in, get the stomp. Oh, they don't quite get this. They do get the stomp down on Bristle, but nice damage on this Ogre. Trying to pressure this Dire team back. Stomp the Ogre again. Maybe they're going to look to go on him, but looks like they're just going to force Dire off the tower, and they might just look to pressure this tower.
This is 3v3 by the way, and the Dire is basically struggling to defend at their bottom tower. So yeah, the Dire is not very. This is not the elements here, and Lena's gonna rotate too as well. The towers goes down, and Lena's looking to the backstab. The back finds the ogre right away and just Laguna Blade him in the face.
And this ogre still isn't level 6, nor is this Io, so really quite struggling for the supports of the Dire here. Well, meanwhile, we see both the Jakiro and the Treant are level 6, so they've got their stuff up. And mid lane's, this Morphling's just continuing to farm, should have his Midas coming out to him pretty soon. That's just on the code. But
The silencer is almost double the Morphling net worth, by the way.
yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And he's got his point booster up here, so going for that Axe. And nice, okay, so nice ice path and into
Bottom once
strike
again.
array, yep. And this ogre just bursts down. He's not getting any room. Looking to go on this Io maybe, half health on him. Bonobo is getting kind of low, but nice light strike away again. These light strike rays are on point, and this Necrophos is probably going to go down. No, he wants. He's going to get out of there, but yeah, still just able to pressure this tower out, and this Morphling's going to try and come in and fight, but all he's got is a Wraithband Midas. Like, he's not that effective at this point of the game, so.
And he's actually very low at the moment, so essentially he's just a range creep.
Dire's middle tower
Just the
is
back,
under
chasing down this
attack.
Jakiro, might be able to get a couple of stacks up on him. Should be able to take him out, but the Treant is there, will deter. And this silence goes out onto the Bristle, but he's going to be okay.
This is casual global silence to help his teammate out there from the silencer. Just casual. You know, we don't want to give up any more kills. 2 is fine. Don't get any more. And look at the net worth at the moment.
Yeah, just having a look
Dire
at that.
is so poor at the moment.
About almost 7.5k net worth in advantage of the Radiant, as well as 2k experience, so this is a pretty big advantage, 12 minutes into the game. Okay, Lena has her blink, so she's doing nicely for herself. Nice light strike away to bail out this Visage. Might get away, no it doesn't look like it, but does just pick up a kill on the Morphling, so that's a huge kill. And might be able to get this Ogre as well. He's fighting 3v1 at the moment, but Jakiro does port in. Nice ice path going in, and even though Visage is dead, he can micro these boards, just these birds, just causing some havoc for this Dire team. Does get a nice stomp on this Ogre, but it looks like there's going to be no follow-up. And yeah, big kill on the Morphling there. Morphling has 45 CS. Let's look at the impact of that in the fight recap.
Dire's middle
Oh,
tower is
doesn't
under
seem to have
attack.
quite. Oh no, just trading the Visage as well. So
I'd say
he
that
played-
at this point, play isn't as important as going straight for the towers.
Yeah.
You go straight for the towers, Dire basically has nowhere to farm.
Yeah, and they look like they're taking their third tier 1 of Tower of the Game rating, so really just not giving any of this Dire team any
Dire's
space.
middle
So
tower has fallen.
sets them up for a nice Roshan if they want to start warding it out.
Dire's middle
Definitely,
tower is under attack.
Dire basically has nowhere to TP to shoot a Roshan fight breakout at the moment. They've been pushed all the way back to their tier 2, which is really crazy. You think that, well, the support Treant is, well, not really the support really. He got a point booster. He actually has more farm than the Bristleback, who's giving a lane all to himself. That's a really weird side there.
It's a weird side, doesn't get him. Might kill Lena here, that's a pretty big kill. Like, she's very far ahead at the moment. And Global Silence is popped. Looks like there's an engaged mid lane as well. The hero got low, but they're going back in on the Morphling, as well as the Bristle. These birds might be able to kill Bristle, they do. And might be able to catch this Morphling in the trees.
Morphling is just baiting the silencer, trying to chase him, but Bonobo's in the back as well.
Assumption.
He's just like, oh please, more strength. He doesn't have any more agility, by the way. That's all the help he can muster.
Silence
That's
is
just so hard for the Morphling there.
Silence is on 100 health, but he does get out, and looks like Ozfortress Allstars are struggling a bit with some ping issues, but hopefully they can get over it. Might be able to pick up these birds. No, looks like gonna get out. Nice typing. Pip. Okay. Nice little message to us.
I have no idea what the Bonobo was doing there. He was like, "Oh guys, we're winning this fight. That's great." And then he ran into he ran to two and just basically died off, killed off by the ogre.
Dire's
Whoa,
middle
what?
tower is under
Necrophos
attack.
actually got a kill in the Visage. Okay.
He's doing pretty well for himself. He's just a null and a ring of Basilius as well as 1500 gold, so has to look at what he wants to go for. Maybe you want to tank up or go straight into something like an Agza or a Feshoff. We'll have to see. I think they could probably use a mech. They're kind of losing these early fights. Yep, Lena just going in on this Necrophos, gets a nice light striker way out, and the birds are here, but don't even need them. Just the Laguna Blade just finishes off that Necrophos with ease, and Lena's really snowballing. 4-on-1 on this Lena. Oh, nice light striker way into this teleporting Morphling IO combo. Takes out the IO, and now this Morphling doesn't have much on him. Trying to morph out strength, but he's struggling a bit here. If they can get another stun off with these birds, looks like they might be able to pick up a kill. But stuns in 1 second. Can they finish this off? Getting very low.
Dire's top tower
But
is
no.
under
Oh,
attack.
It's another team fight breakout at the second tower. So Bonobo once again, he tried to chase very deep. Almost got the kills on Mouse as well. His team just sort of left him to dry there. After they got the Morphling down to basically very low. Morphling made it out. Like, oh, thanks heavens. He still doesn't do significant damage though. He basically just have a ring of health. With his raid band and boots, so not a lot of agility on him to morph in case he needs to right click or in case that, you know, he's in danger.
yeah.
So definitely Cali Cowboys aren't out of the woods yet.
Yeah, it's looking tough for them. Lena does find a double damage, and that was a level 11, level 2 light strike rate. And they're going on this bristle, looking to burst him down. He has used his wand, but he still does go down. So just the burst too much there, and that's the double damage room paying off. 2200 gold up on this Lena. She's huge. She's already got a blink. 17 minutes, 2200 gold. Really doing nice for herself. 6-1. So this is getting kind of scary. They're pressuring the mid tier 2 tower already. Like, it's just this Dire team hasn't had a chance to really pressure any towers yet, and this Morphling is quite a way from his Lincolns, as you say, and Lena just going for this Dagon, so just looking to push the hurt more so just back into this Dire team, not let them recover. So it's going to be hard.
With this lineup, even when you really up in farm, you don't want to build the Lincolns, because there's just so many ways to disable it. Like you're throwing a very expensive item.
Level silence is popped.
Glitter effect, basically. There's a fight here on
They might
Bonobo
kill
and
the
Mouse. Nah, doesn't look like it. They can just zone him out with the bristleback and the heal.
Max used by Drakera.
I'd like to add that Bonobo is doing very well for himself here. He's starting out supporting, and he basically bought all the wards, and look at his item. He has about 4k net worth. Doing very well for himself here. Somehow surpassing the Treant Protector, which
Radiant's top
was
tower is under attack.
given a lot of room.
In this train, yes, himself, he's got like 2 items of his ag, so he's doing very nicely for himself as well. But it is the Lena leading on net worth with the 8k gold, and Morphling only sitting at 5, so quite a disparity there. And then with the 3 lowest farmers on the Dire side, all the bottom 3 of the net worth chart, so they just haven't got their key items yet. Like, this ogre does have his arcanes, and this
Bonobo
bristle,
found the Morphling here. Doesn't look like one they want to commit.
big light strike array though on 3 heroes, and just 2 go down. They're looking for the bristle as well as the Necrophos. Looks like they're going to try and focus out the bristle with this Lena. Does kill him, and Morphling is doing some decent damage, but his team dies around him, so he kind of has to back out of there. Like 2 for 4 fight there, and they don't kill the big one, they don't kill the Morphling, but they're going to be able to push this tier 2 tower, so there's the collateral.
Unfortunately, when the Necrophos ulted onto the Treant Protector, the delay was just a bit too much. The Treant died too slowly, So the tree and it
Dire's
just
middle
doesn't
tower has
get affected
fallen.
by the Reaper side at all. So it just very quickly respawn. Bonova died once again, but when you 7, 6, and 6, basically involved in 13 kills of Ozfortress All-Stars, you probably get some in the back.
Yeah. And this silence at Hayzestack, so in what is it, like 70 seconds, they're going to have an Ags ultimate. And that's pretty huge at this time in the game. And they've taken what, 5 towers? This is just a huge influx of gold, which the Dire team does not have. Bonobo might die as well here. I think that was not a necessary one, but you know, his team's so far ahead at the moment, it probably doesn't matter that much, even with the catch-up mechanism. Nice stun out on Mr. Kiro, but the counter initiation comes out from the Ogre, so looking to turn this around. Ice Path on 2.
Lina doesn't have any mana though, so they'll be forced back. They probably need to get out of here, or they're going to be in trouble soon. Trying to stun so the Treant Protector can get away. And he might die anyway.
Tick damage should be enough to kill the Treant.
Oh, actually,
he's out, he's okay. And looks like they might pull the
Jakiro
Jakiro.
will be the trade.
You won't be getting up so soon.
Yeah, very well trade.
Oh, that's a nice kill. So nice with the double kill.
Io tried to save him there, but didn't manage to tether in time, and he's just gonna relocate back, and he's gonna that's another kill.
I think he's okay.
Ozfortress Star. No, he's not. Like
Can you
the
see
entire
that?
team is just.
No,
That's
he's
very
dead.
unlikely.
He's dead. There was a grave chill as well, so yeah, he was dead. The soul suction.
Meanwhile, in Morphling camp, 1.8k gold
Radiant's bottom
would
tower
get
is
an
under
ultimate
attack.
orb soon.
But is
But-
it enough, really? Like, they've lost 5 towers and it's 22 to 11. Like, is this? He's gonna need a lot more items than this to really keep the Dire team in the game.
He needs to be, over the Lina net worth by like a few thousand, to be relevant in the game.
Yeah.
You know what? I just realized that I've been talking to you in Mumble and not in Dota 2.
Oh really?
So if you listen to Dota 2, it just sounds like you were talking to yourself.
Oh, that sucks. You should enable that because I've got you muted anyway. I couldn't tell. I know.
I know.
Sorry guys, if you couldn't hear Die in the broadcast, he's having his mic turned on now, but unfortunately he forgot to turn it on during that. So you should be able to hear my co-caster now.
Rest in pieces. Okay.
Looks like there might be a gauge in the Die jungle. Might be able to find this more.
Oh,
He does have a
the
waveform.
morphling.
Just jumps to a replicate, so he's going to play nice and safe. I'm not sure if he got vision there, but yeah, he's okay.
Well, they're gonna have to walk up there, and he being on the high ground, he got plenty of vision there. So Bonobo should have just flew his bird in like maybe this way, and trying to ambush him. But I guess the Draven doesn't really have any vision either, so they're just like, well, we're just gonna go in the jungle and hope that we get a kill.
Yeah. They're
No
looking
smoke either, so that could be a mistake. But it's not really a costly mistake. They're just like, well,
Radiant's
free
bottom
tower,
is under attack.
let's get it. And they're just gonna keep pushing.
Dire trading here
tower
a
is
tier
under
1
attack.
for a tier 2. It's not a good trade, but I guess you do have to get some towers on the map, and this might give them an influx of gold that they really need. Necrophos has his level 1 dagger, Dagon, so he's getting there. Bristleback might have his pipe from this, or getting close to it at least, so that's a nice item for him. Ogre Magi, he's got 1300 gold, not sure what he's looking towards yet, maybe a 4-star, have to see. And this IO just manages to pick up his headdress.
Nice
Oh,
initiation there.
deep burst down on this Bristleback. Yeah, he's forced to buy back, so there's going to be a fight here. Mouse is getting low on this Ogre, but looks like just Sustain is there, waiting for this Bristleback to get in the fight. T3 tower hasn't fallen yet, and Global Silence has been popped. That's the Aghanims one, so the nice disengage is not quite there yet for Ozfortress All-Stars that's been burst, and it looks like they might not commit into this. They're just looking to get out, as they forced the buyback, but they couldn't really get much else.
They could go back in. Sizer still have full HP. You can just like, yo bro, you like HP? I don't. Do you see? Wave goodbye to your HP. Laguna Blade is on a cooldown though, so that's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait 10 seconds. I'm gonna go.
They're going to wait for this though. Lina has her Ags on the Crow, so they're going to wait for the Ags Laguna Bait, and they're just going to go in and burst someone down, I think.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Go forward, Brave Courier. He's not even speed boosted, is he? Yeah, he's speed boosted. And meanwhile, the Dire pushed all the way to their second tower on the bottom tower, but that's something that they gladly trade. Because look at the damage onto the tier 3 tower of Dire. I think they should just deny it by now. They didn't know that Radiant's gonna push in, so just
They catch the Bristle.
Caught out.
Yeah, they catch
Rooted,
the
rooted, and dead. No!
So they just lose the tier 1 tower. Oh, the Dagon burst down this silencer there, so that's a big kill. They might look to back off here, but they pop the Laguna Bait, looking to burst down this Necrophos. And Radiant are quite low here. Visage very low, and does get burst down by this small thing. Lina also looking to drop. So this is a big fight for the Dire. They will get another kill on the Jakiro. Trine only one able to get out. So the Bristle does buy twice, but they defend their axe. They only lose the tier 3 tower, and it's a 4-for-2 trade essentially. And if we look at the fight recap, a minus 1,000 gold swing for a 4,000 gold swing on the Hayzestack, as well as like a 6,000 experience gain for the Hayzestack. So big influx of golden experience that they really need now. And Glyph for the Radiant is used while Morphling is pressuring the bottom tier 2 tower. And
Morphling staying alive in that fight was very, very essential. Not only he get the XP, but also the gold. He's up to 3k gold now. You know, with the Lincoln's finish, so he could look for some damage items such as the Eye of Scotty, which is going to give him plenty of agility to work with. I don't think that the fight could have gone anywhere better for the Hayzestack, which is Coyote Cowboy in this case. But still, that's 4 man for 2 kill and a tier 3 tower down. That's good trade.
And Morphling does go for the Yasha, so looking for that Mana Style maybe, or maybe just the casual Yasha. But I think the Mana Style might be good here because he's just got to rat this out really.
Gotta go fast. I don't think he can rat really, because if he's caught, that's just gonna be so troublesome. Of course, he can use his replicate to just try to push out the lanes and then port back in when his team needs him. But really, look at his damage. His damage is like not a lot. It's gonna take him ages to take down any towers, and his team's gonna need him because like his damage, as pitiful for Morphling at this stage of the game is like basically everything that the Dire has. I mean, Orca Magi is like, he's really poor. He's trying to work on his 4 staff, so no Aghanims coming soon. Bristleback, well, he's nice, but all he gets is like a Hood of Defiance, boots of speed, and I think he's trying to get a mech for the team, so no damage on him anytime soon. Necrophos. Oh, wow.
We see the Roshan go out for the Radiant, and the Train Protector was doing a nice job, just going in vis, just spotting for any rotation. Doesn't look like the Dire side have any detection yet. Yeah, they don't have any detection yet around the Roshan pit, so quite nice little play for that Train Protector, just giving his team some cover to take a free Roshan there. It was a decently long rotation, because so maybe the Hayzestack could have come in and fought that, but just sneak it out. And this Train Protector does have his Ags up, so that's a big overgrowth if he gets it off, which he has been. He's been doing pretty well in these fights.
It's all up to the Necrophos to land his Reaper side here. He has to be able to consistently land his Reaper side and to just using that to give his teammate room to farm, and then room to sort of push back the wave, because all the wave is actually near that tower at the moment. So even if they win a team fight, they can't push out. They have to keep the lanes away from them, basically. Because let's say if they're pushing out, say bottom or mid or whatever, and Creep's pushing out their top, that's basically 2 free Raxes up for the taking.
Yeah.
And Roche was just taken, so they can't really deal with it. They can't deal with that.
You see the Ag's on silencer, so they're probably just going to bait him out. There's some nice defensive items coming up for the IO and the Bristle in terms of the mech and pipe, but it's getting 30 minutes into the game. It's getting kind of late for them, but they're still going to do a decent job in this fight of just negating the magical damage coming out from the Ozfortress Allstars. This Laguna Blade with Ags is going to hurt, just like last fight. Like, it's 950 damage. Whoever they burst is going to probably die pretty fast with some decent focus fire, so yeah, maybe just looking to take out that Morphling, we'll have to see. But Ag's ult is up as well on the silencer. He's just being pretty manly. He's just on the front lines here. Is popped though, and they're going on this Bristle, but not really a nice engage here for the Radiant team. They're just going to hit their axe. They're going to try and take it while this
The other thing about Ozfortress All-Star is they can just push people back by just stuff like that, and Bristle back.
Bristle just got like deleted from the game. If only that was an Ag's Necrophoso.
There used to be a hero here. Well, but no one's there. But you know, okay, but no one move. Okay, cool. There used to be a Bristle back here.
They just take racks. Like, they can't fight without this Bristle back apparently. And they're just going to rotate mid by the looks of it, or yeah, the Bristle's still down for 20 seconds. They're just going to push out mid, so they're just going to try and pressure this. They still have the Aegis on this silencer, so they want to go. Ag's ulti up on him is up again as well, so just refreshed.
This could be significantly more difficult than the last fight, since that, you know, Radiant managed to pop down very nice observer ward, so they know that, you know, they can just commit on the Bristleback because the rest of Hayzestack isn't there. And while at the bottom there's a tower up, so if you pop down a observer ward, it's not gonna be good for you. So this might be a little bit more dangerous to play with. But still, Hayzestack just like happy that, you know, that they can just buy as much time as possible at this stage for the Morphling to get damage item. But even when Morphling have damage item, he can be controlled.
It's getting hard. 50% damage on this tower. Nice overgrowth by this Treant. Some big damage on the IO and the Ogre, so 2 down there. And they're looking to go on this Necrophos as well. This nice nice Grave Chill and Focus Fire on that Necrophos. And they're looking to take the racks. Tier 3 tower down. It's hard for Morphling to do much here without his team. He's going to try go in with... He's focusing the lean up, but can't get enough damage off, and we'll have to replicate out. Going on this Bristle for the birds.
That's the second lane of racks there. You can't deal with this. Dream Protector actually doesn't even have a blink dagger, right? He's just like, yo, guys, I'm gonna walk in, I'm gonna overgrowth them, it's gonna be great. And then Jakira's, yeah, sure, Ice Path, and you forever stun. Ever stun. Within the Macro Pyre, with the Silencer, not look good for you. So they're going for a third right now, and Hayzestack is still 1 man down in the Necrophos. The scary thing, right, is that Ozfortress All-Star can just get this rack and get out.
They might put a
nice
Galena here,
fire
bursting him down.
Oh, listen! No, that's not Reaper side at all.
Yeah, the Silencer's just back up there with his Aegis. He really wanted to pop that there. And Ogre might go down, he does. But they do kill the Visage, it's a decent trade. They're going to kill the Lena as well twice, it looks like. And it's pretty good, that bot. Oh, they lose their 3 lanes of racks, so yes, Hayzestack do wipe Ozfortress All-Stars, but they lost their whole base. Like, what are they going to do? Yeah, I think I'm not sure. Yeah, it's getting kind of hard for, you know, Hayzestack. Like, sure, they have a Morphling and he has his Manta style up, but, you know, Ozfortress All-Stars, they still have their 2/2 towers, and, you know, they've got Mega Creeps.
By the way, Morphling is not Medusa. Medusa is a snake lady who can deal with, you know, all Mega Creeps. Morphling is not a snake lady that can shoot 3 different targets at one time. After that, Hand of Midas on cooldown. All he managed to build after that fight was a Manta style and a Herald the Dominator. That, you know, like, even though he's he's second on the network chart now, only after the Lina and a little bit above of the Silencer. That's not where you want to be as a Morphling at all.
Yeah. And he's probably going to go straight into the Satanic over this, I would think, with this, because he's not really going to get much farming out of this Helm of the Dominator. He's probably just going to go straight for the Satanic. Probably
he doesn't want any substance. He want to go YOLO. He want to kill. Like at this stage, it's about killing like Ozfortress All-Star before they can kill you.
It's going to be a fight on though. Visage does just go in, forces the Morphling out to replicate, and big Laguna Blade just takes out the Necrophos. Necrophos has no buyback. He had 60 gold, and the GG is just going to be forced.
Necrophos took the blade in the bum, and it's tower diving time.
Radiant victory.
And big win for the Ozfortress All-Stars. I'd say this is probably one of the bigger games for them in the tournament, like in terms of the level of their competition. So it's really nice when they can pull out a win here. But I don't think this will be the last we see of Hayzestack in terms of well, they still obviously have to play the other team in Group A, whose name I cannot remember at this time, unfortunately. I think it's Griever's team. That's right.
Ozfortress All-Star just crushes Hayzestack there, just purely based on the draft. Even though it looked like they were forced to go Silencer last pick, it worked out really well for them, because basically they were on the offensive the entire time, and there's not enough I would say not enough opportunities for the Hayzestack to respond with kills of their own. Bristleback was left to his own, which is probably not ideal.
Yeah, and really just big game for the Lina. 15 and 3 for Ziz, so he played really well. I got to give my man match to him, and I think actually Hayzestack versus Griever has already happened. I can't remember who won, but one of those teams will unfortunately not be. Well, actually no, Griever still has to play the Ozfortress All-Stars, so they could pull out a win there. So we'll have to see how that goes. I can't remember who won out of Hayzestack Griever, but yeah, pretty big game for this Lina. Who would your man of the match be?
Definitely sizes on the Lina.
Yeah.
Big Lina plays.
Big Lina plays.
Like the combos, the spells usage, all excellent. I mean, like there's a bit of Dagon in there as well.
Level 5 Dagon. Level 5 Dagon, Ags ulti, and just big burst damage. Huge. Alright, well I think this wraps it up. Any closing thoughts?
Not really. The offense also just play really well, and surprisingly, the draft worked out really well for them.
Yeah. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. We'll let you know if there are any games coming up. The other two games that we are yet to see haven't been organised yet, but you can check out the ONS Dota2 Cup thread on Ozfortress for more information. Thanks for watching.